be common words. This is major undertaking. Details are given in appendix.
In accordance with the decisions of ICJ in March this year, we are thinking to develop a new research program, as you know, but we are still on the way to finalize our elaboration of our research program. Contents of our new research program will not be so different from the past research activities, because our research activities in the past are highly regarded by the scientists of IWC Scientific Committee, and the main purpose is always to achieve sustainable use of whale resources.
This meeting is potentially historic in that it's the first time the International Whaling Commission has gathered since the judgment of the World Court earlier this year that ruled Japan's Antarctic whaling under the name of science illegal. So the nations of the world are now having to reconcile themselves to that important World Court decision. Japan is seeking new permission to go back to whaling in Antarctica. We're hopeful that a strong conservation majority here will block that attempt and deal with the many other conservation issues on the agenda in a positive way this week. The government of New Zealand has put forward a very strong resolution that takes the momentum of the International Court of Justice decision earlier this year and puts new regulations and procedures in place for the IWC to make a judgment in its own right about scientific whaling proposals. So we're hopeful that the New Zealand resolution will pass with a very strong majority support here.
We are here because we have heard that Japan will once again present a proposal to resume so-called research whaling in the Antarctic. We were there at the International Court of Justice in The Hague earlier this year when the court passed the benchmark ruling that pretty much convicted Japanese whaling as not being scientific in nature and basically being commercial, as we've been saying for the last 10 campaigns.
Ma questi teniamo in mano?